Now, Donald Trump returned to the theme of direct outreach to the black community. Here he is again from last night. Roll tape.
I want every parent and child in this society, including, so importantly, every African American and Hispanic citizen, to be able to live in a safe, thriving, and prosperous community. This is the new American future that we're working all together to create.
All right, Sheriff David Clarke is with us now. Sheriff, welcome back. Always good to see you on the show. I've got a very simple question for you. If Donald Trump took that speech and delivered it to a largely black audience in the center of an American city, how would he be received by that largely black audience?
You know, they'd be surprised, but I think pleasantly surprised. Look, this is a recent appeal, but I think it's a brilliant strategic move on the part of Donald Trump. Look, the Democrats take the black vote for granted, so they don't have to appeal to anything. They know it. I haven't heard Mrs. Bill Clinton talk about the urban pathologies in the American ghetto that are the result of progressive urban policies, failed policies. So I think it starts with an appeal. And I'm not going to hyperanalyze this thing and you know, ask why he doesn't go into black neighborhoods, black churches.
Okay.
He will in time. Trust me, I'll see to it that he does.
Okay, okay, there's a promise. We'll take that one, Sheriff. Now, I want your judgment. Will his outreach, and we've seen it several times this week, to the black community, will it move the needle? Will it increase his share of the black vote? What's your opinion?
Well, time will tell, but it has the potential because he's making an appeal. He is pleading to black Americans who are stuck in these ghettos. You know, the American ghetto has replaced the cotton fields where Democrats have gathered blacks in these horrible, miserable conditions, all for political power. So just the appeal coming from a guy running under the Republican nomination or the Republican label, I should say, I think is a step in the right direction. If you go back in history, and black people have been separated from their history. You know, they traditionally voted Republicans. It was Abraham Lincoln, a Republican, who freed the slaves. It was the Republicans in Congress who did the heavy lifting to get the Civil Rights Act passed, as well as the voting rights. The Democrats were against it. Lyndon Johnson had to appeal to Republicans, even though the Democrats controlled both houses of Congress. He didn't have enough from the Democrats who stood in the way of the passage of those two important bills. So once we reconnect black people with their history, and which is what I've been trying to do, their eyes will open and they'll see that they've been hoodwinked by this monolithic voting for Democrats. Nothing has gotten better under Democrat control of the black vote.
Is Donald Trump taking on the race business, the grievance business? Is he?
No, I mean, you know, what he stated, backed up by data and statistics, is real. You know, these are some deplorable conditions. These progressive policies have wrecked some great American cities, Baltimore, Milwaukee. Look at Chicago right now. 455 murders to date. That's more than the deaths of coalition forces in Afghanistan since the start of Obama's second term in 2013, where 270 coalition forces have been killed. So you have almost twice as many people killed in the city of Chicago. I don't see Obama going to Chicago to help out. Obama was in Martha's Vineyard, for heaven's sakes. That's where he vacations. He spends his time on luxurious resort golf courses. He vacations in Hawaii. That's far removed from the American ghetto. So until we start to look and talk about that as well, I'm going to give Donald Trump a break at this point, only because this is a recent appeal.
Sheriff Clarke, a pleasure. Thanks again for joining us today. Thank you, sir.